This basketball season for the Toledo Christian boys has been full of triumphs, upsets, new school records. The man in charge, Dave McWhinnie, he's seen just about everything you can as a head coach for nearly 20 years for the Eagles. I had the chance to sit down with Coach McWhinnie this week to bring you our latest conversation for BCSN's No Days Off. This season, you could describe it as a roller coaster, but a good roller coaster. How would you describe it?
It's been fun. It's been, I've had a lot of these kids since elementary school, so it's been a lot of fun to watch them go after their goals, achieve their goals, and keep working to get better every day. I like their hunger, and we're just having a blast.
A 1992 Toledo Christian graduate, 19 years now as the head coach. Did you imagine yourself holding this head coaching position for almost 2 decades?
I remember the first season that I took the job, I said I wanted to coach 30 years, and I didn't know if it would last that long. My second year, we started 0-10, and I remember not sure if I was going to make it 2. And it was, the guys were playing hard, but we just had some sickness that year, and it just didn't come together. Second half of that year, we turned the corner, and it's been going the right direction ever since. And I still am hoping at 30, and who knows beyond that.
The 0-10 season, I mean, the conference looks a lot different now. How difficult was going through that, though, at the beginning of your coaching career?
Yeah, it was tough. I remember Christmas, Cole had just been born, and now he's a junior on the team, and we were, I think, 0-6 at Christmas, and I remember my wife sitting me down and saying, "We are celebrating Christmas, and I don't care if you haven't won a game. There's a Christmas tree there. You have a baby. We have a lot of things going for us." But it's hard. You put your heart and soul in it, and especially when you first start, you want to be able to coach for a long time. And when your team's struggling, you're not sure if you're going to be able to do it. So it's been fun to watch us progress since then.
I mean, you played basketball here, but you would go on to play college soccer.
Right.
How did you make kind of the full circle moment and come back to basketball coaching?
You know, I actually helped coach soccer a little bit when I first got out, but basketball's been my passion. It was my passion when I was a kid. I went to college, and quite frankly, the soccer coach said, "Hey, we'd love to have you." When I went to the school, I went to Taylor University, the basketball coach, we didn't have that same. I met him. The soccer coach was more inviting, so I ended up playing soccer. But basketball's always been my passion, and once I got back into coaching it just kind of felt natural, and I've learned a lot since.
Your son Cole,
Yep.
who's what, about 18 now?
Yeah, almost 18.
17, 18, junior here.
Yep.
Did he have any other choice but to play basketball?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, really, honestly, since he was 4 years old, that's what he wanted to do. I have vivid memories of him at 3 and 4, sitting on the railing, looking over the railing. Our regional final, he would have been 09, 7 years old, 6.5 years old, sitting behind the bench. And I remember when we lost in the final, I still see tears coming down his face, and he was wearing a yellow Toledo Christian shirt and just beat red. And I turned around, and I was fine until I turned around, and tears started coming down my face. And we've talked about the kids that were watching those regional teams go and come up just short, where the kids are dreaming of going to state. And I felt that ever since, and hope this group gets that opportunity.
It's amazing. Cole has kind of been there through the entire journey, the ups and downs. You just witnessed him score 45 points in a game, a basketball game in high school. Can you put into words what you were feeling when you looked at the score sheet, saw 45 points next to his name?
Well, during the game, they were keeping a tally on the scoreboard, and they were way off, and I had no idea. So I had no idea he had 40, and I said to my coach, I heard somebody say something about 40 points, and I said, "How many points does he have?" And they were like, "I think 35," and we weren't really sure, and then somebody behind said 42, and I had him check, and then Cole got fouled on a 3 right after that, made 3 free throws, and we took him out. So, but it was pretty wild. 45 points is a lot of points. My best friend, or one of my best friends in high school, scored 60 in a game, and he actually told me after the game, "You should have let him go for the record, but that's just not something."
Let him go for the 60 points?
Yeah, he wanted him to beat it, but he had a quarter to go. He did it in 3 quarters, and but at the end of the day, it's not about how many points you score. It's about having a good experience, and we certainly want to make sure we're good sports.
Junior Cole McWhinnie with that outstanding 45-point game. Soon after, McWhinnie would exceed the school's record for 3-pointers made in a season. He'd had to chip in over 77 threes, and he's done that so far. Honestly, at this point, McWhinnie could eclipse 100 if they go far into the postseason as expected.